Good morning, folks. I'm Saladin Scripts, and I'm going to be working on making a TTS system. Specifically one that has like a little guy that pipes up when y'all do. Alrighty. So, to have this set up, I'm going to start by exporting. I know it sounds a little weird, but it is what it is. But that's specifically because with how the TTS controller works with Linux, this here cannot detect voices unless it's in the actual program, which is inconvenient, but it is what it is. Either way, I'm going to set up the folder, or get to the folder. Exports. Alright. The problem right now is that this little fella is kind of funky. Basically, right now he just keeps talking, even when it should. Oh, that chat box is a bit too far forwards. I'll need to adjust that in the scene. Let's go to the overlay manager. Let's move this ahead. And then, well, also, I have it set up so that I can just shut it up if I need to. Huh, it's supposed to say stuff. And apparently it's not. Why is it not? Alright. So the message goes in. Well, this one has the message and the voice num. Chatter, message. Alright. Interesting. Let's have our TTS back. And then I can add it to that. If true, it'll talk. Then here, I'll have TTS active equal toggled on. If not TTS active. Have it stop talking. Alright. Project, export, save, replace, and let's test it out. Interesting. Why isn't it working? Uh, that's not good. If TTS is active, TTS is active. Yep, that's the right thing. Resume. I really hope I didn't just absolutely kill it. No. Like all that stuff is working. Well, it would never get the messages in the first place because it's not connected. Okay. Check distributor. Alright. Okay. For some reason, this just isn't working. And I don't understand why. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to comment this out. Then shift tab, save, then export. There we go. Okay. Just. Hmm. Actually, I wonder how long the maximum chat message is. Uh, let's go back in. Sample text. That the reader will be distracted by the readable content of the page when looking at its output layout. The point of the or more some or distribution of letters as opposed to using content here, making it look like readable English. To repeat predefined checks as necessary. Okay, this is a dictionary of over 2,000 words combined with a handful of modal symbol structures to generate blah. The generated blah is therefore always free from repetition, rejected humor, or non-connected words. Let's see. How much of this plural ipsum can I fit? Alright. I now have test text, I think. I'm just going to set up this and move it right out of the way. Continue note. Your Alright. Well, let's see how long it talks for. 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 12, 2, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 13, 14. Alright. About 34 seconds. Alright. Alrighty, so let's set up a timer. Add timer. This timer's time will be 40 seconds. Just for a bit of whatchamacallit. Uh, uh, for in case some words or messages go a bit longer than the test text. Alrighty. It's weird how this didn't work. Like, it really should say it's true here, but it doesn't. Hmm. Maybe it's just because it's below these things that aren't used. Oh yeah, I don't use the chat inputs yet. Actually, I think I could just remove those. Yep. Say something. Work. I don't know. Oh, welcome to the chat. Gooey Sai. I was just trying to get Chib to say something. How you doing? Alright. Let's replace this with what I had before, which was some type of checkbox. Toggle. And then export. Alright. Now this time it should say something. Alright. So that works. Do you use like an add-on to get your Twitch chat there? I do. However, for some reason, the add-on that I use just isn't in the store anymore. So uh, the add-on I used to use was called Gift. Well, the add-on I use is called Gift by someone. It was in the previous version, and I don't think it made it over to 0.7 yet. Which is kind of sad. I guess the only available one is something called Twitcher, which honestly I have difficulty like I haven't been able to figure it out. Well, yet. But it is what it is. Yeah, the thing is it still works. You literally don't need to make any uh changes to it to have it work. And it's like, sure, there's no commits, but it doesn't need them. It works just as well as it needs to. Oh, but it is what it is. But yeah, eventually I plan on figuring out how to get uh like Twitch, well, get like YouTube chat or like Kick chat and stuff like that to work. But who knows? I also want to get this guy to stop talking after it's said its message. So that's what this timer's for. Alrighty. Alrighty. Well, uh, speak, max. Is this fella. Alright. Then function. Oh wait, I should just add a signal on timeout. Connect to the controller. Cool. Alright. I would just play stop talking. And honestly, I don't need the TTS to actually stop off on that. In this case, I just need the animation to stop. Then here, I'll have it start the timer. Start. Exit dot. I kind of wish there was a way to have it just restart and make sure that it doesn't do the timeout. Or I could just have it say stop. Alright, start timer or resets the timer if started already. Fails if the timer is not inside the scene tree. If time select is greater than 0, the value is used for the wait time. Does not resume a pause timer. Okay. So I don't need this. Cool. But yeah, the only reason why I have gift functioning on my system, the only reason why I have gift working on my system right now is because of whatchamacallit, is because I copied it from an old project I had. And that, like, the way that I copied it over kind of broke it a little bit. So I had to like rebuild it a little bit. But it was using all the original all the original hardware. As you can see, this is for 4.1, which is a bit old, but it works. And that's all I needed to do. Also, I should test something. Okay. Right now I have it so that the TTS only Yeah, I actually want to add a webcam feed into the corner here so that I'll eventually be able to use it to make a like a VTuber type tracker system, which I'll be excited about because eventually I want to make like a changeling type ape. Can you know someone is sending their first message there? On this side? I I don't know. I can tell if it's like in the whatchamacallit, if I'm watching the stream manager. I'm not sure about like in the program. Hmm. Yeah, if I'll have to check if the Twitch API has a system for that. Okay. Because, well, the Twitch API is a bit extensive. Let's see. First. Well, that's not what it is. Uh, let's see. Bummer. Hmm. Also, if I want to, I could make it so that the TTS is audible for everybody. Because right now it's only audible for me.
Gooey I said, what OS are you on?
Oh, I'm on Linux. Linux Mint.
Gooey I said distro.
like I said, Linux Mint. I think like 22 or something like that.
Greece, I said :3. I was correcting myself.
Oh. Lol. Alrighty. Okay, event sub doesn't provide the first time message tag, so it needs a user voice uploading existing user voice. And relying on IRC until it's on event sub. Hmm. I could potentially make a file that would save different chatters first. And I could make it so that either it is a per or session basis or a persistent system. If I do a persistent system, it would make it so that the first time. Oh, I guess your fella got knocked into the air and got crushed. Oh yeah, fun little thing. If I want to, I could actually crush the lemmings with the chat box. I might add a command
Greece,
to
I
a,
said no.
but yeah, I might add a command to allow people to close the chat box or to have it like crush. But yeah. Also, I should set up a system for like selecting the voices because there's a lot more voices available, but I have no idea what they are. Also, it should stop talking soon, I think. Yep. Hey, it stopped talking on its own. Alrighty. Yeah. The annoying thing with uh the text to speech system is that any code that you put after it just doesn't get run, which is a bit annoying. Wait a second. Well, specifically the TTS speak. The or yeah, the TTS stop functions immediately. But yeah, I could set up a first time chatter for like the session or the thing, but that would require a new script. So for this, I'll have it be a, let's make it a data file. Chatter data. Oh yeah, cool thing is I actually have an auto mod system that I've built up for the thing. However, right now, uh, these parts don't work, which is a little annoying, but it is what it is. Alright, so function, uh, oh wait, not function, var chatters. Here's equals blah. And then I can have things like, well, let's add myself to it.
Luis, I said, so you mean like first time chatting in the current stream: 3.
Yeah, I could have it set up like that. Alright. And then from
Luis, I said, sounds cool.
here, I could have, and I could also make it so that it goes off of uh, total messages as well, or have a total message count for the people that talk
Luis,
a
I
lot.
said, why the TTS sounds evil.
Uh, that's because I'm using the very first voice that is in the list, and it's it's not the best. Maybe I should add like little eyebrow things to Chibs. Anywho, let's say 0 for now, just to have like a default value. Oh wait, class name is chapter data. All right. And then in the chat box, actually not the chat box itself, but the chat box holder. Well, actually, I'll figure something out, but it is what it is. Actually, this feels like a bad way of doing it. Bar dictionary equals blah. And then I can just copy this, pop it in there, and fix it right up. Alright. And I want this to persist, so I'll need to add a save system. Which is fun. Or I could just have it per stream. I think it would be cool to have it so that the little lemon guys increase in size as the message totals increase. So if I go to lemming, there. Okay. So then I'll need to have bar at data equals chapter data dot. Actually, that doesn't seem right. If I do this, it'll just copy the chatter date. Well, it'll just copy the current. Well, it actually won't even copy the current data. It'll just copy the default values, which is not what I want. That's not what I wanted.
Luis, I said them you using the evil dictionary with strings instead of doing classes.
Well, there's a uh thing. Wait, I don't think you can just set up additional variables for whatchamacallit. What's the word? Well, the reason why I would want to use, well, I don't want this. That causes problems. I do want this because what this allows me to do is have a variable within a class, which then allows me to just input the username and get out the information, which is useful in that case. Wait. Actually, how does Godot class work? Okay, so you can have a class name that extends a class. And then add additional classes by using class. Interesting. Anywho, let's add, oh wait, I can just add it in. And as a thing, then access it as a unique name. Then chatter data, then equals this. And a scene tree before ready is called. Okie doke. Ready equals that. And then let's have another variable, which will be whatchamacallit. Let's say scale. Equals, let's say 1.01 or 0.1. then I can have it be scale uh, not plus equals scale dot x equals 1 plus message scaling times that data dot total dot name or thin name. Actually, I should make it safe and have this instead. Dot has name. If not has name, then equals 0. Cool. Actually, if the lemming is getting summoned, it'll have to be 1. Alright. Let's see how this works.
Text-to-speech system online testing multiple messages.
Feel free to spam.
Salamine script send test.
Uh-oh. The fact that it's floating like that means that something broke. Which is not good. For now, I'm going to disable this. Process mode, disable. Alright. Why are you doing stuff when you're disabled? Let's try this again. Then when I do a test message, alright, message total on null instance. Well, it might help if I use the correct variable name. Alright, let me... Alright, let's try that again. Just... Interesting. Hmm. Alright, let's try get tree. Dot get child. Okay, why isn't it working right? Uh, yeah, get tree, get nodes. Data that aren't ready. Chat data equals get tree dot get child or not. Interesting. Okay, so back to that. How does the gift get its thing? Yeah, that's just a hard reference. Yeah. Alright, that sets up the living world. Cool. So why isn't this working like I want it to? I just want to get the chatter data. And I can't export it. Hmm. Yeah, it doesn't have the child thing. Actually, the living world is going to be here. So I could do get parent, dot get node. Yeah, first node include. And let's just say have the chatter data, which may just be shadowing the thing with itself, but it is what it is. Create. Cool. Let's try this out. Test. Alright. And now we can spam. Doesn't seem to be doing much. That's because I'm being dumb and not updating things. Alright. So I need to get this in the same way. Alright, copy that. And then go to the chat box. Within the chat box. Alright. Let's add the ready function. Ready. Paste. Then. Sorry. Okay. Bar data. Okay. Alrighty. So check data. Message totals of chatter plus equals 1. Alright. So now this should function. Alright. They don't seem to be getting any wider. Never mind. Now they're getting wider. Though it makes a bit of everything wider. Okay. Alrighty. So now we can do this stuff. Alright. So let's go back to the text to speech. Turn that back on. And save. And then project export version 2.
Text to testing multiple messages.
Whoopsie. Opened too many and caused a problem. Okay. Okay. Process name. Oh, there it is. And process. Cool.
Text to speech system online testing multiple messages.
That's interesting. The guy didn't move.
Salamine script send test.
Oh, I just added a new feature that I think would be kind of funny.
Salamine script send 37.
So every time a message is sent, the little lemming gets a little bit bigger. But also, I don't know why the talking animation broke with the TTS controller. Maybe I just need. Oh, that's interesting. It's not letting me click it. Something broken. I don't know what. Alright. Oh. I had forgotten that I had disabled that. Alright. Project, export, blah, blah, blah. Cool.
Text to speech system online testing multiple messages.
Oh no, one moment. A weed entered the garden, so I need to deal with them. Next. Bots. AI. Bot. Lock. And bam. Alright. Weed has been removed. Anywho. Anyway, how you doing in GUI side?
Luis, I said I am fine. What about you? Luis, I said hype sleep.
Interesting. That's an interesting bug. Uh, I'm doing pretty good. I got this thing working. I have it set up so that the little lemmings get bigger as you chat more or during the session.
Luis, I said Dino Dance, it's not a bug. Every emote is just text.
Oh no. Uh, what I'm talking about is there was a thing where your first message didn't show up, even though the system was active, because I had toggled the toggle at the exact same
Luis, I said
time.
colon O.
Yeah. So that means that there's an issue with the chat box, and I don't know what it is. Alright, chat box distribution. Hmm. Alright, let's see. Control F. There's only two places where this is used. So yeah. This might be a bug that I can't fix. That's interesting. Hmm. Also, what's this debugger complaining about? Yeah, that's fine. Either way, this thing is still up. Also, there is a way with the gift plugin to get the stuff to actually show up as actual emotes. One moment. If I go into this, I think it's this. Nope. This is the amount of stuff I would have to do to get the emotes to show up. Like the emotes and badges and all that jazz. Which is fun. Then again, I could work on getting that to function. Actually, one moment. New Select window. That's not the one. Ah, there it is. It functions. And I can hide it, or have it show up. Voila. And I can move this to the side and have it still show up. Anywho. Oh yeah. Now that I am no longer distracted, I'll get back to it. Alright. So let's just paste all this stuff here. And then, oh, let's just grab all this. Okay, comment it out. Alrighty. Actually, first things first, I'm going to disable the TTS in this. Then I can open up this. Actually, it's going to have problems because I'm overusing a secret. So element of PQRS, stream overlay, and process. Actually, what I could do in this case is just Control C. Just grab. Well, I can keep that there. Then I can grab this. Control X. Add message. Let's put it here. And I don't need that because it already deals its own thing. I don't need this because I already have that set up. I already have the add child. This, however, should go to the top. I don't need this. I'll need the sender data. Yeah, I'll need to do it. Data. this. It's there. Data. Oh yeah. I'll have to go into the chat distributor.
I said, do you have games made?
I do. Uh, they're mostly game jam games. I also have another game I'm working on called Prisca Tenebra, which is one of my more ambitious projects. Alright. Sender data, and then that needs to get stuff from the automod. Send the sender data. Twitch process.
I said Kofi and Throne links are broken.
Yeah, I'll have to figure out what's going on with those. Actually,
I said, what is Throne?
Throne is basically a whatchamacallit. Uh, it's a thing where you can send gift, like you can send items and stuff like that to streamers. It's pretty cool. I've seen some folks have some fun with it. I think this is it. No, channel links. Alright. I thought I had fixed those links, but alright. Cool. I'm just gonna fix those links real quick. Mm. I'll have to fix the Kofi later. Does the Discord link at least work? Alright, the throne should work. The it should work. I believe that the Discord should work. Okay. Discord link works. And the YouTube link works. Alright, I'll have to fix the Kofi. But
Please, I said, do you apply
yeah,
what you know about systems engineering in these projects?
only a little bit. Basically, the systems engineering stuff that I've earned is mostly about like logistics type stuff, which is kind of helpful in this regard because it's like, oh, I have this item. Uh, I have to adjust for like, well, it's mostly useful when it comes to like production lines, and programming is kind of like a production line. You just do different things during it, and it's a lot more involved. But yeah, it is what it is. Okay, sender data. I want to send the sender data. Alright, X, and then chatter or chat data or chat box. Alright. Okay, I think I almost have this functioning. I'm just going to try replacing all the uh, message stuff. New message, display message. Uh, Actually, probably fix the chat bar chatter pools. Hmm. Looks like I'm going to need to simulate the uh, sender data. Or I can just pass on that and then have this instead make it so that it sends a message to the Twitch chat, which then sends a message back, and voila. Alright. Yeah. Chatter equals this. Alright. Okay. Let's try removing this and seeing where it breaks.
GUI and programming is one of the things you do to get a software done. Have you learned about other things like writing diagrams, doing some requirements engineering, Kate thinking?
Like writing diagrams, doing some. Oh, like uh engineering drawings and circuit schematics. Yeah, I've done that type of stuff. There was one point in time where I
GUI
was
and, for example, UML diagrams.
UML diagrams. Hold on a moment.
GUI and for software.
I might have. It's just a matter of if I remember what it is. Oh, I've done that type of stuff. Yeah. Though I do it in a slightly higher level. Well, I do it in a higher level system. Uh, one moment. I can get an example. No, that's not it. This is one of the diagrams I made for like some debugging stuff.
GUI
For
and what app is that?
this is Obsidian. I really like it. It's really lightweight, and it does what I need it to. But yeah. When I do this, it's gonna cause some problems because it's getting a lot of extra values. Alrighty. Which means that if I want to use that code, I'll have to get the information from the chat message. That's the message holder. Chat box, chat message. Right now, it's a bit of a shit show. So I need to get it so that this all functions the way it would need to. I'll have to figure out a way to merge the things. Okay. So,
GUI and I love these things that relate to the field without being actually programming. GUI and Dino Dance, do you do version controlling?
uh, Only a little bit. Honestly, I should get better at it. Uh, because right now, my version controlling is basically this. And this is the version that was stable and working. And this is the version I'm working on right now. Basically, old function that works, and then this is the function that I'm working on currently. And then when I get this thing to the state that I want, I'll move to the next thing. And those are binaries? No, these are exported things that function. This is the thing that I click to have the program run. Yeah.
I said I thought they were executables.
They're Linux executables.
I said. I said, can you open them in .back?
No. Like I said, I don't do so I'm not really good at version control at the moment. Because right now I don't really bother. If I took more time to actually bother with it, it'd probably be better. So so I guess yeah, I guess they are binaries. Oh. All right. So the problem now is wait a second. Okay. Interesting. Hmm. What is going on here? I'm kind of mashing things together.
Controlling. What if you thought idea was bad, but later you went, wait, what if I made it like X instead of that way? You can just look up how you were doing it. I said W.
Hmm. Yeah. So what I do with that, like for that right now, is the stuff I like, I have over here. The stuff I don't like is in its own little scene that is not used. Alrighty. So what if I just grab this, shove it into here, then take this, shove it in here, and then deal with the problems as they come. Then I can just remove that. And then I'll shove in the extra information on the other end. So this will get shoved in here. So then I can remove this. Close message, display, instantiate. Okay, this gets all the information needed.
GUI size and no follow alert. 3.
For
GUI
some
size and
reason,
heartbroken.
oh no. For some reason, follows aren't showing up in my activity feed. That's weird. Did my alert blocks break? Hold on a moment. Let me uh, check something out in my thing. So, alright. That's not thinking. Future alerts, properties. Alright. So alert should work now. Sorry that it didn't work. It was weird. Huh. Alright. Follower
GUI size
alerts
and
are
I
back
followed it
working.
again. GUI size and yip.
I'd sent a test one, so in the future it should work. But it is what it is. Uh, Back to the string manager. Alright.
GUI size and IGTG Salon Green Park the Sidlight.
Alright. Well, I'll probably be here tomorrow. Depending on how things go later. Uh,
GUI size and sire hype sleep.
See you around, Sai. Hmm. Alright. Which one am I running right now? Wait, I think I'm running 0.2. Also, cool thing is, if I ever need to, just remove this to test other things. Alrighty. But if I run that, it will break this. So I need to close this so that I can run this. Let's see how it breaks. There we go. Alright. Chat box collision. Ah. I knew I missed something. Alrighty. Let's try that again. Just breaks again. Okay. No instance. On base, no instance. Okay. Hmm. Actually, I can probably use the same thing as the lemmings here. Just for the gift node instead. Let's see. Chat box. Already. Are gifting. Rules. That. Gift node. Copy. Paste. And then see how it breaks. Test it. Ding. Oh yeah, and I don't need that either. Alright. Try again. Test. Okay, still breaks. Alright. Lemmings. Actually, I want to rename that. Okay. Alright. Uh, uh, then chat box. Let's grab this and place. Save. Try again. Just yes, the chat message. Alrighty. Try a name and which text label. Alrighty. Let's grab this portion and put it into here. Actually, let's grab this too. Put it there. And then the rest of this doesn't really matter. Alright. Going for a rerun. I I I I think it broke a bit. Let's try this again. That's all I needed. Hmm. Alrighty. Now all that's left to do is to move this back into the scene. I think it's around here. Then add a distributor onto there. Alrighty. Alright, project, export. I think this is worth moving it up to the next level.
Text-to-speech system online testing multiple messages.
Alright. And then batch test sets. uh Scale test. Success. Respawn. Wait a second. TT. Why'd it break this time? Okay. Let's go into the distributor. Oh, it's sending the sender data. Which means that this is getting the sender data. Sender data dot sub. Ah, here it is. Control C. TTS. Control V. Save. Project. Export to latest. Close. Then open.
Text-to-speech system online testing multiple messages.
TTS test.
Salabrine scripts and TTS test.
Success.
Salabrine scripts and success.
Woo. Alrighty. Alright. I think that's all. I'm gonna be all for today. Well, I hope y'all have a great day and goodbye.